Um, uh, hi, hi everybody. Uh, I'm Gunner, and this is, I guess, venting with Gunner. I um, I don't express my emotions a lot, and I'm using this as a way to do that, and so I'm just gonna see how this goes. I had to write down everything that I'm gonna say because it's very hard for me to, like I said, talk without stuttering, and we would be here for 30 minutes. Today's topic is suicide. Suicide, the word in itself, as well as the action, has become, in my opinion, a very sheltered topic. Growing up, I wouldn't say I struggled, but I've lived with depression, anxiety, and the thought of suicide. You're always told that it's a selfish thing and that it's not worth it. That's all that you're ever hear, and that's all that you're ever told. I wish that it wasn't just normalized to suppress it, but to talk about it more. The more you shelter a person or kid from this idea of an escape, from the struggles in their life, the more they will turn towards it. Trust me, I know how hard it is. I know how hard it is to resist those urges and the surge of adrenaline that just the thought alone gives you. A few years ago, I met this girl. Me and this girl started off as good as any teenage relationship could have could have uh, could have been. We liked each other and we talked every day. A couple of months into this relationship, things have gotten very toxic between us. So for the both of us and our sanity, I blocked her, and I had her blocked for a little while, and then eventually I had unblocked her. But I had stated that I just wanted things to stay platonic, for obvious reasons. A few days into this semi-new friendship, she had asked me to FaceTime her. So that's what I did. That Monday, we stayed up and we talked about school. And we stayed up for several hours just to catch up with one another. Then eventually we had gotten tired and went to bed. That Tuesday, she texted me and asked if we could FaceTime again that night. And me thinking that, she was getting attached again, I said no, I was busy. I wasn't. And I had told her that we could just FaceTime tomorrow and we could talk tomorrow. There was no tomorrow. You know, she took her life that night. And I'm not telling you this story for you to feel bad for me, but as someone that has lived in both sides of this action, you think that you're doing everyone around you a favor, when in reality, you may be pushing someone that you love into the same cycle that you just got out of. And, that's all that I have written. I'll end this off with a quote from the late Robin Williams. Suicide is a permanent solution to a temporary problem. just talk to somebody, you know. Everybody says that, you hear that every day, but really, if you have nobody to talk to, you can always text me, email me, you know, anything. Just write, write, write down anything, listen to music, find a vice that isn't hurting yourself, because that urge, just like a drug, builds over time, and it's little things start to build up from that, from one another, you know, and what may start off as a little nick, if you know what I mean, could turn into something worse and worse, to the point where it takes you, and that's something you can't get back. Living with this the past couple months has taught me a lot. Every time that, you know, and me personally, every time that I get these feelings or these emotions that override everything, I try to, I either cry, or, you know, I put on music, I listen to music, that's my vice. And don't numb the feeling of, or block the feeling of suicide with drugs or alcohol, because that's only going to intensify those feelings and make every day worse for you. But yeah, guys, thanks for tuning in, and I will catch y'all on the flip.